Welcome y'all to Blacker the motherfucking Berry. I was trying not to curse. I was really trying.
You had it. I think you got it.
I was trying.
Whatever.
I am Dean. That over there is the Madman Los, aka what's that? An IPA drinking Los with a little bit of with a little bit of 420 goodness in there.
Yeah, Galaxy hops.
Oh, look at that.
Hops is out of the world, baby.
Cut the check. Now, listen here, people.
Yeah, facts. We ain't say the name though, so we good.
There we go. We got to make this Skrilla now. We got bills. Yeah. But here's the question that I think a lot of us have to ask. I think it's a very important question.
We doing one today. This is gonna be one of the ones that people missed in a while. So
let's have real, true conversations about the important things that are played in the community.
Absolutely,
the important issues that is on everyone's mind.
That's desecrating our masses.
The questions that people are scared to ask, but we are not. And you want to know what that is? The real tough questions?
Go ahead, Dean.
What happens to you if you're a perfectly healthy male and you take a Viagra pill? What happens to you? Do you end up in the hospital?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, here's the thing. Because let's be clear.
What do you just have like a raging boner for fucking 15 hours and you're just no matter what you do?
I don't know. I never had to take one. But what I'm saying is, I think first you gotta identify that we're speaking about the population of healthy niggas, right? Healthy people,
right? Men. We're not talking about these erectile dysfunction motherfuckers,
right? So
clean up your diets,
right? Absolutely, Dr. Sabi will help you with all that. You're talking about those population, right? So then it's case by case within people, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can. I mean, well, you have to put the disclaimer. You have to put the disclaimer in there. What do you know? It's obviously possible of happening.
We could collect anecdotal data. You know this.
We can.
You can go to the store and buy some and go handle your business in your household with your lady. I can go to the store and buy some, and I can go handle business that need to be handled on this side of town. And then we can come back, and then we can let the people know, did we end up in the hospital or not? Did we? Yeah. No. You're not agreeing with it or not?
I don't know about a Viagra. Maybe like what? Yeah. What do you think is safer at this point? Do you think? What do you trust?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about something we can just go to the store and get.
Oh, you're talking about one of those little rhino pills?
No, I'm not talking. No, those aren't real. Those don't work.
The little rhino pills.
They don't. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like actual
ginseng and shit.
Something. No, I'm talking about something that's like a legit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, Viagra. Like, what else is out there? Let's look them up. Let's go to Google.
I mean, I know Cialis is for ED, but
where can you go to?
Blue chews. Same thing.
And then what? We just get those, and then what do we? How many?
I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you could really buy them. I think they're usually prescribed to you.
Is it?
I don't know.
Can't you just go on?
Nah, I don't think you can. Maybe. I don't know. This is how I'm like so far out of the element. You know what I mean? Because luckily for me, blood's still flowing great. You know what I mean? So,
mine too. But I was just like honestly just thinking about it. Like what would happen? Because do you remember when we were younger how they had the show? Though. They had the show. Listen, it is what it is. You know,
you know what I mean? I'm going heavyweight bout. I'm going for the belt that night.
What do you mean that night? This is going to be a fucking because think about it. If you're a healthy male, right? This should. I'm guessing this should be like the equivalent of like a full. We may have to take 72 hours off because we may lose some weight. We may lose some weight. I would expect to lose. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm assuming, right? Because I could be overshooting it.
I popped a perk one time and had sex in college, and I popped Addy and had sex in college.
You did a perk? Really? I never knew that. Interesting.
Yeah. I did perks a couple times. Um, and I think that's a little bit of a booster for the stamina, but it ain't like like alcohol definitely is the number one. It's the blinder. That shit will have you numb to shit. But
Oh, alcohol will
right,
listen. Listen,
that shit
alcohol
does terrible things to the meats. But also
is
too
just like,
sometimes
oh, we've been here for an hour and a half, going on 2 hours. Oh no, we're not even done yet. No
right,
end in sight.
right. I just stopped.
Unfortunately, for both parties.
I just stopped because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Not
What do you
even.
you don't like it? No, I'm just fucking exhausted.
I'm just.
We've
I'm,
d-
I just feel
we've
like I
been
did
at
10 wind
this
sprints, baby
like
girl.
we've stopped, we've started again, we stopped, we started again, we've done it all, and it's just not working. And it's, you know what? It's not you, it's me. Matter of fact, it is you. Maybe it is you. Fuck it. I'm gonna blame you in this equation. Why am I gonna
Nah,
take
it
the
might
heat?
have been that. It might have been them hennies. Them
Definitely probably was the Henny, but fuck it. I'm not
two
gonna
for
be the only one feeling bad.
Tuesdays,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
2 for Tuesdays, and the mug nights and shit.
Dark times, man. But
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
This all right. So yeah, that whole thing is interesting.
We have to do an independent study on that one.
Do you think we really are? I was actually bullshitting, but do you really want to?
Like I said, I feel terrible. It's gonna have to. We have to do this. This is gonna have to be like a actual. Like for me personally, um, I'm gonna have to do like a real getaway type thing. I can't do this at the spot at the factory. We gotta do this shit at like unseen location. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying? I'm gonna need like secluded space
nah.
where you know what I mean, like 72 hours, bro. I don't know what.
Want to be on the home. I want to be on the home base. But I don't. But then once again, I don't know. I'm just assuming, and I'm just throwing out numbers. I could be also totally
It could turn
overshooting.
into a rave, bro.
But to be honest with you, the more I'm reading this, the more is this does not look appealing to me at all.
What?
So
What's the side effects? We gotta understand the side effects.
yeah, like I'm not.
we went around all this jazz. What about the side effects, man?
To be honest with you, the whole damn thing doesn't like look appealing to me. So first of all, they're talking about taking like a pill a day. Some people starting out in the
Whoa,
beginning at like exact.
whoa. Let me stop you right there, brother. I mean, before we even get anywhere, before we even look at
Told
the
you
train,
this is not.
one a
It's not
day.
appealing.
This is a multivitamin. I thought we do this 30 minutes before the act.
I think that's what it will. Listen, unless I'm reading the wrong shit, I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
I think you. Yeah, that might be more of an ED problem, brother. I don't know.
It says Blue Chew warning: Blue Chew exposed. Does Blue
One
Chew
a
really
day.
work?
One a day.
Hold on, Blue Chew. Because I put Blue Chew. How many?
That's just
Like
a
okay, how to
multivitamin.
use? Right. So it goes how to use. All right, how to use Blue Chew. Take this tablet and chew it thoroughly. Wait for 20 to 30 minutes for the compound to get into your system completely. Time this well within your schedule, which will allow you to get into the mood. If you find it not working the first time, then adjust your dosage after consulting a doctor.
Oh, you niggas is nasty out there. If you need 1.5 blue chews to get going, there's something clinically wrong with you.
And then you have like then they say like this. What the fuck is? I don't know this. I don't know. Do you even have to? Don't you have to consult a doctor?
You do. That's what I'm saying. It's prescribed. You can't just buy them shits. You know, people would just buy them shits. Dicks would
Nah,
be
I think you
exploding everywhere if that was the case.
You could. Hold on. Bluechew.com. Right.
Not
Is
just blue chews, but I don't know. You maybe I don't know.
starting at $20 a month. Discuss options with an online. Oh, you got to discuss these options with the online provider. Hard time taking pills. That's fucking whole. This,
It's a
yeah,
thing,
no.
bro. It's a thing, bro.
This is fucking yeah. No, social study has been fucking shut down. So
Well, I mean, not blue chews itself.
it's
I'm
fucking.
sure
That's way
I'm
too much
sure we
fucking
can
shit.
look for others. There definitely might be some that
Yeah,
are.
because there's no way a doctor's gonna fucking prescribe that shit. You're gonna look at me or fucking look at you and be like, get the fuck out of here. Nothing wrong with
I'm
you.
like, Doc, listen, man. It's an
Because then they're
independent
gonna
study.
fucking pull the
No, but
blood
I'm
work and they're
sure.
gonna be like out of
No,
here.
no. Because I'm sure there's something you can do a trial on. You should be able to do a trial for something. Free
Yeah, but you
consulting. I'm
what do you
pretty
mean?
sure. Like they send you like a trial package, like a sample pack, maybe like 2 or 3 pills.
Yeah, but you would need to be needing it. They're not just gonna send it to you when you don't need it. They're
I
gonna look like
mean,
they're gonna
you
be like,
could
no, you don't.
listen. You could fake anything on
Are you
on
talking? Yeah, I guess you could, but
you can fake anything. You can be like,
I
listen,
just don't
doc.
care enough. That's a whole lot of work.
It is, but if you want the full, you brought this topic up. If you want to see a 360, then let's see a 360.
No, I don't. I
You
just
only
don't
want to see
care enough.
180. You're not even. You don't even. You present the angle. You present this to the people who only see it 180.
Listen,
If people want 360, brother, that's what really gets them.
listen. I don't even be giving. I don't give it. I don't care that much. That's it. I'm just like, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. This. Oh Jesus. Oh man. So all for the Blue Chew nonsense, which was pretty funny though.
You know what I thought about? Speaking of Blue Chews, man, I just thought about this, man, and we never really covered it. And I know this is kind of like I don't think we're late to it, but it's just kind of like people instant gratification. People get on something and move on. But OnlyFans is moving with other people, other content, other
Yeah,
different
that's pretty.
creators.
Well, you know what it is. I think OnlyFans probably is looking at Patreon, and it's kind of
Right,
like we could probably get some of this money
right,
because if you're good enough at something, there is someone who will pay for it,
right.
depending on what you market. Like if it's good enough, then why not?
Like a master class or some shit.
Yeah, well, those master classes, I think a lot of those just end up being like people getting shammed.
Mm.
Especially like, let me tell you something here, and I apologize for using like people. Y'all know how I feel about that. If you hear somebody say, "I can show you how to make money with no money," they're lying to you.
Oh well,
there is no, but how many of these people fall for them? How many of these people end up in these crazy pyramid schemes?
Yeah.
Yes, there are certain individuals
I've
that
found a
possibly
couple of them.
You desperation breeds vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
You can't smell like it. You can't taste like it. You can't feel like it. You may be desperate, but don't let nobody know. Don't let that thing be out there because guess what? It's only going to attract the vultures, kind of like rotting flesh. People smell it because you know what? Oh, you're just looking to do anything because you want to make it, right? Well, I have this crazy idea that I know you're going to go balls deep on because you want to do it. And it's like, don't, no, you're better than that. Absolutely. You're better than that. Fuck that.
That'd be
Words of Comfort by Dean.
Dean's such of a cutthroat guy, man. But I you know what it is because I partially respect it. Not partially. I don't want to say wholeheartedly, but majority of the heart definitely respects it because it's sink or swim at the end of the day. You know, and it's that Darwinism shit, bro. And it's like, listen, it's survival of the fucking fittest. Are you going to adapt? Are you going to stay a nigga that can only walk on his legs and do this and do that?
Yeah, it comes, but
times are changing, bro. Are you changing with it or not?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be no fucking fossil. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm old and shit, I'm gonna have me an iPhone 9000. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what OnlyFans is trying to do. They're trying to change and trying to keep up with modern times. But the question becomes, are they going to shoot themselves in the foot? Because Patreon is Patreon.
They already are. They already are shot themselves in the foot, and they had their perfect lane.
Yeah,
because even Patreon kind of did this stuff, but I don't even think they did stuff like this.
No. Did you ever hear of Pornhub deciding to go like, hey, listen, we're going to try to become like YouTube over here now? No. They said this is what we do because this is a part of life that people want. Right. It is what it is.
And once again, stay in our lane and let's collect our bills.
If I was an adult content creator on OnlyFans, I would start to get pissed. And to be honest with you, I'm getting a little pissed myself because I really was trying to think of a way to start interviewing like OnlyFans people. You know, we've been talking about this for a while. I was like, I kind of want to somehow get into that to be able to interview these people because I think that it would be insane.
I think it's in all of it is interesting.
And mind you, though, I would want those episodes to be free. So I wouldn't want, you know what I mean? I would want it for,
yeah. No, I definitely.
Because it's not any. It's just interviewing them, just having an interesting conversation with how do you end up here?
But but we would still put ads on it though. But
I'm just saying the actual channel itself would be free.
yeah. But like just in general, like sex workers, you know what I mean? It's like such a stigma, such a tarnish on them, and it's like niggas, these people are people too. You know what I'm saying? These are people who, you know, majority ladies and some men, but people who are vulnerable, who risk their lives for a living. You know what I'm saying? Put themselves in sketchy situations just to make a dollar, or put themselves around people where they feel distrust or uncertainty. And
You know what else is another stigma that comes from, I think, from being an adult worker, I believe, is we also have this notion that a lot of them aren't making money. A lot of these people are making a lot of money
oh, of course,
doing
duh,
this.
yeah, of course they're
So
making money,
it's,
especially them high end escorts. They be making
but
Louis.
I would argue that some of these OnlyFans people are making
Oh,
tons of money
oh, hell
the
yeah.
same way people on Patreon are. Listen, there are Patreon channels out there that cost $5, $3, $10, $20. OnlyFans has like the same kind of breakdown as well. It's really the same business model, just on an X-rated fashion.
You know what it is? Yeah, it's how much did you create the need for this?
Exactly. What there is, you know what? It would be interesting. Like, for instance, this is one thing I like to do on Twitter. I like to go on Twitter, and then when I see a page that has a ton of followers around it, right, or a tweet or a retweet that has a ton of followers on it, I go to the original person who posted the page, and I try to see what makes them likable or unlikable. Like,
Right.
what makes your charisma come through these text messages in the phone? What made it come through for this? I try to find that out because I feel as if when it comes to marketing and things like that, these online content creators, especially those who are on paid channels, their marketing is tremendous. And what is it that makes these people want to pay people who,
It's
in some
relatable.
cases, aren't even professional? And I'm not just talking about OnlyFans, but once again, even on Patreon, like there are people who have Patreon channels who are making good money, and we have no idea who they are.
Because I think it's the way they connect with their audience. Like they connect with the audience. First of all, they relate themselves to the audience. So now the audience relates with them. Now they like their content. Now I'm coming back and forth with your content. And then meanwhile they're creating the need for this content. So if I keep killing on Instagram or YouTube, and I'm like, "Psh, I got 2 mil on YouTube, I got X amount of likes and posts on YouTube on Instagram. I'm gonna use these to support my Patreon account or my Patreon platform. I already have the platform that wants to, you know, the audience that wants to pay for shit.
You're right.
You know, you groom them. You groom them in a sense.
No, you are right. You are right, and it's a hell of a business model. But then also too, even when I'm looking at content creators, for instance, I look at Shiggy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at his page, and this is no diss to him, he's not even going to hear this. But even in the future, if he hears this, when when BTB gets bigger or whatever, we end up crossing paths, I stand by what I said. But when I look at his page at this point in time, it just seems so depressing, and it seems stagnant.
Why do you think so?
Mm. I don't know if it's because he doesn't have that same buzz that he had going before. I don't know if it's because of the way he came off after that versus battle he had with Fat Boy, where he came off completely as a bitch. The way that he came off, like, oh, we really lost, like y'all tell me I lost that, like, nah, and then they had that whole meltdown and thing. So I don't know if it's that reason I soured on him. But when I look at the page, it's more like depressing. It's like, damn, it's like I feel. But don't get me wrong. Obviously, he's making money because people are still commenting, people are still interacting. You know what I mean? He's making money off of content creation.
You know what it is?
But you see what I mean? Like, I wonder what
it's because he's not as fresh as he was before.
is it that, or is it
It is.
because that incident with Fat? Because that incident with Fat. Well, then also,
It
you
is
know
with Fat
me.
Boy. It is with Fat Boy.
You know me.
I haven't seen
I hate
honestly.
bitch assness.
I follow Fat Boy, and I haven't seen a post from Fat Boy in a while.
But Fat Boy out here making money. Fat Boy,
I know he's making money, and I
because he's
see
out
he's
here
in
doing. He's out
movies.
here
He's
and
in
he's doing his
doing
music and
yeah, he's
stuff.
doing the
Like, good.
music and he's doing the hostings and shit like that, and doing all the skits and shit and ads. Yeah, I know he's making money. You know
He
what I mean?
allowed he parlayed that Instagram stuff into bigger and better things, which was
Oh,
supposed
of
to be.
course, which would make
Um,
sense. And and I think that who was a good job at doing that is Queen's Flip. Like Flip is he markets that Instagram like and
yo,
he ain't never gonna change, bro. He's gonna stay Flip.
Queens,
And he
Queens,
got
Fl-
so much other videos that we forget about. Like he got videos that like people could look at it and be like, "Yo, that's right now," and it's like that shit was 4 years ago.
you gotta look at
He's
Flip's
still
range.
wilding.
Nah, but here's the thing: look at Flip's range. Like once again, so for instance, I look at everything character, right? I look at the character because obviously when people are on here online, depending on what they're doing, you're an extension of yourself. That may not be completely truly
Exactly.
who you are, but you may be turned up, you may be turned, whatever the case may be. But look at the
Hmm.
character that is Queen's Flip. He has stayed true to who he has been that led him to being viral, right? But
Hmm.
he has still expanded that. For instance, he has a podcast where we see a completely different side of Flip. Then he
Hmm.
was having those motivational kind of talks where he was cooking
Hmm.
outside and is
Hmm.
spitting real game, but then still being Flip. And then now we're
Hmm.
kind of getting back to his craziness. Like, yeah, he's not in the car fucking with his kids, but now he's like, what he, and I'm sorry for saying like people, what he, and I'm sorry for saying he, pronouns, pal. What Queen's Flip would do is he has now turned that into fucking with celebrities. You see
Well,
what
he
I
been
mean?
doing that though. He been
No,
doing
I
that.
know, but it's he's
Like
staying
him
true
fucking
to
with
he's
Cam
staying
and shit. Him
no,
fucking with Ray J.
but what I mean is the way that he's
That
doing it
shit is
now
jokes.
is he's parodying hip hop cult, like he's parodying what's really happening in a sense with some of these beefs and like the check-ins.
Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
actually pointing out the absurdities in a lot of things. I don't know if people are really giving him his just due when it comes to that. And maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Maybe he's just doing it because he thinks it's funny. But when I actually look at what he does, I'm like, this man is a fucking genius. Like he's really good at what he's
Nah, he
really
is.
good, man. Like
Them wrestling shits,
and
I'd be
he
dead.
protects Queen, he protects the brand that is Queen's Flip. He doesn't do anything that is not Queen's Flip. It's it's definitely
Yeah, no,
shout out.
definitely, definitely shout out to him. And I think for Queen's Flip, it's like at this point, as long as it's like the not the obvious bad media,
Right.
no real bad media is bad to him.
He flips it wonderfully. You see how that whole situation happened when he interviewed Alpo and how individuals were trying to come after him, like, oh, how are you able to interview Alpo, whatever the case may be? And Queen's Flip was like, do you guys get mad at Oprah when she's over there, interviewing who she's got to interview? Do you get mad at this person? Do you get mad at that person? And I was like, it's when he was talking, I was like, money, money,
That's
money,
it right there.
putting them
That's it right there.
right in their seat where they need to be. Like, listen, adults are over here. You continue to play kids games.
Mm.
And then he even dropped the bigger, the bigger jammy on him when he's just like, I told Alpo my issues with him to his face. Can you do the same? He's walking around Harlem. I said, "Oh, I'm done." I didn't have to listen to the rest of the video. I said, he said everything he needs to say at this point. Anything else is a cherry on top. I'm good. Respect. Respect.
I fuck with Queen's Flip.
I do.
I fucked with him. I trolled him one time on like IG Live, mad late. It was like mad late, and they roasted me in the comments though. But it was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
What'd you do?
I was just like talking shit to Flip. I was just like, man, I wish I have it. Maybe I have it on my Instagram. Maybe I'll pull it up and I'll show it later. But yeah, I was just talking shit to him, and I was like, go to bed, man. Go to bed, man. He's like, go to bed. And I was like, hi. I was like, sleepy. But I was just up.
You're
And
an
he was like,
asshole.
and he banged it on me. And he was like, get the fuck out of here, man. It was like, Queens, I actually fuck with you.
Gotta
I was fucking with you, but I actually do fuck with you.
He's got to protect the brand, and you know what, Queens, you made the right decision. You had to. You got to protect the brand, man.
But you know what it is for me though? Like I'm not too starstruck when I see people. Like, you know
No,
what I'm saying? Like I've met some people and I smoked a blunt with Joel Santana, like just casual. You know what I'm saying? Like super casual. Like when he came up, I was like, I was in my own section, my own world. He came over to my side of the boat because that's where away from the people. He lit his little backwood, and I'm just like, oh shit, that's Joel Santana.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, but I'm just like, yo, what's good, Joel? Blah blah blah. Then took a quick flick, called it a day.
So I'm even colder to celebrities. So
Word.
yeah, I'm cold. So, and this is a true story. So my cousin and his ex-wife, because she does makeup, and she was
Mm-hmm.
doing makeup for some Maximum models, and she was also doing makeup for some of the Victoria's Secret models, and they had a Super Bowl party.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was invited or whatever to that section. So my cousin, obviously her husband, went, and then I went with them as well. They're like, yo, come through. And I was like, absolutely. So we
I'd
went
have
out
like,
there.
hell yeah, nigga.
It was in the city. You end up getting all this like they gave you like all this extra paraphernalia and shit like that. Um we get in the spot, and we chilling or whatever. And then there's like, different celebrities. I'm seeing a lot of football players or whatever the case may be. We just chilling, drinking, kind of vibing in there, talking. I was actually talking to some of the models, whatever the case may be, like just chilling though. Like wasn't trying to bag anybody, but just cooling it.
Mm-hmm.
I kept getting bumped. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I kept getting bumped.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned around and it's John Legend bumping me. He was like, yo, my bad, man. And I was like, nah, it's cool. I look at him. I was like, oh, you're John Legend? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's dope, man. I was like, good stuff. And then he goes, thanks.
Like,
And
save room for my love.
nah, I just was like, that's dope stuff, man. And then after that, like I just turned away from him.
Mm-hmm.
I kept drinking, but we effectively we were all in the same section, just hanging out. And then like there was some Denver Bronco players there. Yeah, it just kicking it. And I was just sitting there just like, oh, okay. Looking at my cousin kind of like, you want to go smoke now? Like, yeah, let me just go get, shorty, whatever. So then, we go outside, we smoke, come back inside, chill some more. And after a while, I was like, all right, ready to go. Because they're normal like us. And
yeah.
doesn't really.
And I think sometimes
we weren't even doing Black of the Berry back at this time. So I really had no reason to or care to really talk to these people to try to network it.
I'd have been like, I would have been in that. I'd have been John in the ear, like, yo, listen, I got a podcast. I'm gonna interview I'll interview you right now on the spot, drunk in the club. That's the type of thing. I'd be like, yo, pull my phone out, like, we here live, Black of the Berry, freelance photography.
And see, I feel as if that would be, I think that would be the wrong move. And what I mean by that is,
I mean, obviously, I would holler at them and see if it was cool.
I think of the situation of 50 Cent. He had this situation. 50 was out with somebody. He was out. I don't know if he was out with Cuban Links or if he was out with some other Joan he was messing with. But he's out in public, and this guy keeps trying to come up and have him listen to his record. He's like, yo, listen to it, listen to it.
50 though.
And they about to get but 50 dropped some jewels on him. Even throughout that, he was like, would you approach like a white man like this, like a white executive like this? Would you do this to this person, this to that person? Why would you do it to me? He goes, give me the same respect you want me to give you, like present it properly. And he said that, and mind you, I remember watching that video. I don't know if if we were doing Black and Berry, it was really early. But that always was one of those things that imprinted on me. I was like, that makes sense. You want to approach them in the right setting, because if you want them to take your business seriously, you got to take your business seriously. And presenting it halfway like that in the club, it's not going to go over that well, especially when everyone's not going to remember anything the next day anyway that much.
That's true. One of 50's euthanisms. One of 50's isms that stuck with me was I think he said this in an interview, and I may be paraphrasing here, so forgive me. But he was like, you learn a lot from the random people you speak to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't speak to it. What are you gonna learn from a crackhead? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta speak to people randomly, like, different people. Like, you could see a billionaire and be like, start talking to the dude, and you don't not even know he's a billionaire. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's just learn a lot from people who you speak to randomly for no reason. And I've been there because I didn't work, and like, as much as I'd say like, yeah, those pyramid schemes got me. Like, I didn't bump shoulders. I didn't went on dinners with millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And just chilling and telling me like, "Yo, you got it."
Millionaire scammers. That's who you went to dinners with. Yeah. No, I got you.
I mean, either way.
No, I feel you. And I would, a lot of people would say that most millionaires are scammers. And yeah, listen, that's a whole different conversation. But hey, yeah, no, I got you.
Some call it business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
know,
And then those
so
same people yelling like, "I hate capitalism."
I mean, but enough to
Yeah.
for me, my success is different from theirs. That's where we're differentiate, and I don't have as much greed. I could take $100,000 and be like, all right, I'm good
Mm-hmm.
for right now. You know what I'm saying? I won't be like, all right, $100,000. I need another $10 million, and then after $10 million, 20 million, and 100 million. I mean, okay, so okay, after $100 million, then what?
I need a few mil.
Oh, okay, a few mil, that's fine. But I'm
Need a
saying,
few
but
mil.
after that few mil, you need more mil. I mean, yes, you want to have some money that makes you money passively, yes. But I'm saying is at some point in time, you reach a threshold where you're good, and your generations is good. So
Yeah,
you can
but
stop right
then
now and just do
no,
what you.
but then okay, my generations are good, but now it's my job to make sure that generations in my community are good. So I got to make more money because I got to invest more money.
That's fine,
Because
okay,
guess
but
what?
you can still
I'm
do
gonna
that
leave.
passively though.
No, that's what you got to do aggressively. That's what you got to. You have to aggressively want to make the change within your community, and then a lot of times you get caught up in a lot of bureaucratic
You
red
can do
tape
that. You can do that differently though.
when you got the bread and you can just directly do things that need to be done or support policies or politicians that that communities need. See, I'm not talking about just fixing one community. I'm talking about fixing
I understand
multiple.
that. I
You
understand
see what
that.
I'm
But
saying? Like on a wider
that is
scale.
a whole after the fact. You know what I'm saying? That's after you get the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm getting where that's
But
like
while
I'm
I'm
saying.
getting this bread, I'm still gonna be doing that as well.
No, I understand, and you'll do your little foundations and cleaning up the communities here and there, and I understand that as you're on the climb up. But I'm saying you get to a point where there's eventually a point in time where you don't need to work anymore.
Like, okay, so Joe Rogan.
I guess.
But guess what? If I'm doing something that I love
Then it's
and
not
it's
considered
making me a
work.
ton of
I
money,
understand that. I
why
understand that.
I'm just gonna continue to do it and just
I
make a ton
understand
of
that, but
money doing it.
I'm saying like some of these CEOs and COOs and all these type of people, just like listen. I understand you don't want to drive it off the rails, but you don't want to pull up before the finish line. I get it, but I just feel like to me there's amount of greed that people have, that rich people have, and people in general, because it's one of the seven sins, but just that rich people have where it's like it's not enough money. Like you don't have enough money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm really specifically talking about. I'm not talking about the communities and all that other shit. Like that comes with all that. But I'm talking about eventually, like your generations are good, and and people still have that cutthroat thing, like as if they're broke.
Because that's what's got them to the dance, and
Right.
that is what
And
continues to
you
keep them
keep some of
going.
that
So
with
you,
you,
I don't, I
but it's
guess
like it's not okay. But you can't understand. All right, you understand like you may remember in your man like, oh yeah, I used to eat packed lunches and all this other shit, whatever. Never forget where I come from. Okay, that keeps you motivated. That drives you. But you got to remember that, like, yo, I
because you
celebrated
don't want to. Yes,
these victories. Look,
because
look,
you
this is the
don't
car.
want
I
to.
work hard for that car. Da 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 da.
Well, you don't want to lose it, and then also too, I guess when you get to that certain level, there's a certain lifestyle you want to keep. Like for instance, for me, when I say I want a few mil, I want to. There's things I want to do, and there's a lifestyle I want to have. That's really overly simplistic. That
Mm-hmm.
has a few things that could possibly be expensive, but
Mm-hmm.
I want a lot of land and I want a lot of guns. I want to be able to grow my own shit on my land, and I want to farm. That necessarily I don't have
Those two
to
things
tend
kind of coincide, don't
to
they?
tend to. You know what I mean? I may just want to have a farm that I am able to hire workers for. So
Uh,
I make a lot of money, so I am able to sustain this overly simplistic lifestyle that's really simple, but then really complicated at the same time.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the sense of I got this, and I just have these people who I just happen to pay because I want them to be able to keep it up because I don't want to do it because I want to go out to make more money so I can facilitate things that I want to do
Correct.
and then be good to people all around. Like for instance, those individuals who work on the farmer who was doing, everything that I would, need done that helps sustain me, you damn right they're gonna be well off.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not gonna want them to leave. I'm gonna want them
No,
to be
but
like, yeah,
I'm not
I've been working
talking
with this
about that.
motherfucker for like 40 years.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking
But,
about that.
but no. But what I'm saying is this is what drives certain people. For instance, when you look at somebody like The Rock, what's driving The Rock is that now at this point in time, he wants to make impact. See, once you become wealthy,
You want
now
the power.
Power, yes, power. Well, I would argue that you're going to have power anyway
Because of
once you become
fiscal,
wealthy.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
But what you really
The
want to do is
respect
start.
then.
You want to start making change and impacts if that's what your deal is. That's why The Rock is the way The Rock is.
That's the respect.
You see what I mean? But everyone is wired so differently. It just really depends.
That's what I'm saying. My success is, my definition of everybody's success is different than one another's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Success for you could be that farmer and that simplistic life that only takes like fucking 100K to do. You know what I'm saying? So
I also want to be able to just like spoil I want to be able to. I need to be rich enough to whereas my mother or my father or my grandmother or certain family members, because only trust me, I can count them on my hands. I want to be able to have do egregious things. I'm just like, what the fuck did y'all do?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And not lose my shit over. It's just like I had to alter your budget for the next few months because you were
right. You gotta lower allowance because you're wilding right now.
Because you're losing your mind. But whatever. But that's
of course, and that's the name of the game. And that's when, to me, that's the first step of what I've made it. It's like, I bought my parent, I paid my parents' house off, I paid all their bills off. That's my first step. Is to make sure before I'm even good, which is impossible because once I sign that check or once I sign that contract, I'm good. But once I'm good, they have to be good.
Right.
And then we worry about everybody else on right now, and then we worry about, well, not everybody else right now, but we worry about some of them right now. But in the meantime, we worried about
my parents, my grandmother.
The legacy.
Those are the concerns that I would have to have immediately.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I would want to have something aside for my future self, and then kids and all the other shit.
No. I was saying immediate. I'm talking about you were talking about that first check or whatever.
Right.
I'm saying immediately, like obviously once that's good, then everything else will fall in place.
Yeah. And to me, I feel like
I'm definitely leaving stuff for my descendants, my godchildren.
I feel like to me, I'm not like, I guess I would, my lifestyle would change, but in essence, I wouldn't change. So I'm a humble guy. So I feel like I would still, I'd be wearing expensive shit, but not even like on some real crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be like walking around like, yeah, none, this is nothing. So to me, I don't feel like I would my lifestyle would change and my budget will obviously change, but I don't think I would live above my budget because I've already been living at, this right here. You know what I mean?
I could be a millionaire and I'm going to be living like I make $150,000 to $200,000 a year.
Which is still good though, because you still could drive a nice car, still got a nice crib.
We've already spoke about this. I'm having a truck, I'm gonna have land, tons of guns. And that's really it. I'm not gonna really bother anybody. I'm not gonna let anybody bother me.
And that's your. So let's go through your. Do people have you have a dream house?
Yep, not saying it on air.
You don't want people to take it.
Not even that. I just don't want people.
You don't want people to know your true aspirations. Yes, that's one of the laws of power.
I love all you.
Conceal your intentions.
Yeah, I can't be out here just giving out all the jewels. And speaking of giving out all the jewels, I think that we have given some jewels, and I think that we have some things for people to they think they have some fun. They were able to chew on some things, but it is time for us to go now, people. You want to know why? Because when we do long episodes, y'all start complaining. So now we're going to give you these little 40-minute to under an hour clips, and then if you want more, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure you tell your friends. And then that way, make sure you get the interaction under the comment section if you want us to be going longer. We're listening to you. We're adding new wrinkles and new flavors. I believe Lo said something that, what are you going to do? Are you going to evolve or are you going to die? Well, damn it, we're evolving. Listen here.
Survival of the littest.
and we are the motherfucking littest. I am Dean. That over there is the Madman Los. This has been Black of the Berry, presented to you by Black of the Berry Productions. Peace, love, and all the violence in the world. We are out.
No, peace, love, and chicken. Jesus.
Yeah, every now and then you